Hello everybody and welcome to today's edition of Daf Yomi, doing Daf 85 Omanei of Menachos. And the main topic of today's Daf revolves around the Korban Tova, the Thanksgiving offering. The Gemara presents a key legal distinction. What happens when a person dedicates the Korban Tova accompanying loaves, but one of the two gets misplaced? Rabbi Abba offers a crucial insight. If the loaves are lost, they must be replaced, but if the animal sacrifice lost, it does not. Why? Because the loaves are second to the sacrifice. They are bought for the sake of the animal, not the other way around. This highlights the foundational principle of tefillah, a prayerful intent, and the hierarchy of sanctity in the temple service. The Daf also branches out, as the Talmud often does, to discuss the content of mucha, the choicest and best. We learn that all offerings must be of the highest quality. This leads to a discussion about the ideal way to prepare the fields for the Korban HaOmer, the barley offering bought on Pesach, and the shtei halechem, the loaves of wheat bought on Shavuot. The Gemara explains the specific ploughing and sowing techniques to ensure the flour is of supreme quality. The soul of the Daf. So that's the conclusion. Right, let's dive in. Elon Rabbi Yochanan Kashya. Having reconciled all the apparent contradictions between the two brides according to the opinion of Reish Lakish, the Gemara asks, but according to Rabbi Yochanan, who holds inferior produce cannot be consecrated first foods, the first bride is difficult, as it states that inferior produce can be consecrated. The Gemara answers, the brides cited above contradict Rabbi Yochanan's opinion, but there is a dispute between Tanaim with regard to this issue. So what's the footnote? Tanaihi. There is a dispute between Tanaim with regard to this issue. Rabbi Yochanan holds that mountain dates and valley produce are of such inferior quality that even if one did bring them as first foods, they would not become consecrated as such. The Gemara challenges his opinion from a Braita about produce grown in atypical locations, such as on a roof or in a ruin, which is also considered to be inferior. The underlying assumption of the Gemara's question is that the quality of produce grown in atypical locations is inferior even to that of mountain dates and valley produce. Therefore, the fact that the Braita states if produce grown in atypical locations bought as first foods is thereby consecrated as such would appear to contradict Rabbi Yochanan's opinion. The Gemara resolves this challenge by citing another Braita that clearly disagrees with the Gemara's initial assumption. Since this Braita allows the bringing of first fruits and produce grown on a tin or in a ruin, Abba B'nisho, they clearly cannot be of such inferior quality. Therefore, it is apparent that the quality of produce grown in these atypical places is actually superior to that of mountain dates and valley produce. Accordingly, it is entirely plausible that even though Rabbi Yochanan's rules that mountain dates and valley produce can never be used as first foods, he could agree that produce grown in these atypical places may be used either Abba B'nisho